Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about valuable pennies in our series of things you can find right in your pocket. So even if you're not into collecting coins, you're not into collecting anything, you just sit there and you stare at the wall in the dark. You probably still want extra money, and you probably have loose coins in your pocket, your sock, your wallet, your purse, whatever it is you keep your change in at some point. It would be awesome if you can turn those loose coins into hundreds of dollars, right? Let's get to some coins. First up, we have the 1969 S Lincoln cent. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. What? 1969 S's, those are super rare. Not so much in regular form. These were struck out of San Francisco, and this one has the memorial reverse, which is the standard reverse design from 1959 after the wheat cents, all the way till 2008. Now this coin is fairly common, worth about 1 cent. Sometimes it's worth in upwards of 10 cents. But when you find one that's in really good condition with full red coloring, it jumps up in value significantly. So you don't need that crazy 1969 double die in order to make some really good money. According to PCGS, when you're getting up into the MS grades, so pretty high, this means close to mint state, and they have real, full red color, these can go for roughly $75 to $100 sometimes. But here's the kicker. They did have one sell at the January 2024 fun auction through Heritage, which was MS67 for $456. That's over 4,500 times the coin's value of 1 cent. So as you can see, in really high conditions, these 1969 S's without any errors can be worth really good money. So you might be wondering what I meant when I said RD. RD stands for red, referring to coins that retain at least 95% of their original copper red color. This is a really important factor when looking at condition. It's important because Lincoln cents were mostly copper until 1982, and copper coins in full red condition are far more desirable than those that have faded or browned out condition. High grade full red coins are the rarest, especially from circulation, and they always sell for great money when they come back from grade and hit the auction block. The next coin is the 1995 D Lincoln cent. Another one of those coins that you're going to look for in really good condition, but you don't need errors. So these 95 Lincoln cents out of the Denver Mint might sound too modern to be valuable, but this one's actually a great sleeper hit if you find it in a really good and brilliant condition. Circulated examples are usually just 1 cent, but when you get up into the MS grades, these will jump up to around $20 or $30. Even ungraded, you can sell a really good condition 1995 D for around $2 or $3, which if you think about it is far more than that 1 cent face value. So it goes to show that these are really valuable coins from the 90s that you can find right in your pocket. The next coin on the list is the 1973 Philadelphia Lincoln cent. It's pretty common, usually worth face value, maybe a hair more, but when you have one in really good condition, demand jumps in the value. According to PCGS, anything from MS64 or higher really is already going to be worth over $25. When you get closer to MS67, these can sell for hundreds of dollars, as we saw back in September of 2023 through Heritage. One sold for over $400 at that auction. These coins are really great, but you're wanting to look for ones that are in high condition. A beat up old 1973 Lincoln cent is going to be worth just a cent. But if you're able to even get ones that are close to MS grades and not necessarily into the MS scores yet, you still can sell these for $5 to $10 all day. Now I know that's not going to cover the cost of grading, but you can see that these are one of those coins you can hold on to, and it's going to gain value as we've seen with sales over the years. So they're a great coin to add to your collection and then have it for down the road for resale. The last one on the list is the 1986 D Lincoln cent. This one is another one of those coins that I like to call a Denver sleeper. A lot of people gloss over Denver coins, and I think we're missing out on a lot of value here, even though a lot of the San Francisco and Philadelphia minted coins are worth more. Now this one's easy to overlook because it's such a common coin, but the real value lies in condition for these. Of course, there are errors known here and there on not only 1986s, but a lot of the pennies we talked about in this video, but we're focusing on condition here. When you find a 1986D Lincoln cent, it doesn't have splotching, tone issues, and it's not all beat up. Even in ungraded condition, you can sell those for a couple of bucks. Now, when you're talking about graded coins, though, ones that are closer to mint state have sold in upwards of $800 or $900, as seen at the signature auction in 2023 through Heritage, where one sold for over $800. Now, this one was graded MS67 red, so it odes back to that toning, that color, and having really good condition on your coins. So there you have it. These regular issue pennies can still be super valuable if you find them in the right condition. So no special errors, no varieties, just solid high-grade coins that collectors are going to pay a premium for. Many of you might already have some of these. So if you're a coin hunter or just curious about your change, then keep an eye out for these dates. Check out my other videos so you know what other years to look for. And just remember, condition is king. The better preserved your coin is, the more it can be worth. If you found this video useful, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and then jump into the comments and tell us what collectible you have found recently that you just absolutely love. Everyone here loves those stories, so make sure you share, and share this video to a friend that likes collectibles too. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.